All right, folks, how we doing today? So I want to give a update on this the Virginia Beach oceanfront shooting. Okay, I did a video on that Saturday about what happened, and I think the time is now. All right. One thing I need to start doing is I try not to give misinformation, but one thing I need to do is I need to probably work on evaluating my information further, and to be sure that I have all the the information I need. Maybe just to do a little more research or whatever. Okay, to cover the story as accurately as I can. I'm not saying it's inaccurate, but I may need a couple of pieces or whatever, and I have to start doing a better job of that. Okay, that happened I think one or two times. My bad. As I'm trying to learn my craft here, being a podcaster. All right, now let me get to the story, and I hope everybody's doing good today. So I got this. Actually, I woke up to this though. This article on YouTube, and then I read the story on WVEC Channel 13 News. That news corporation serves the Hampton and Norfolk area. Okay, let me adjust the camera a little bit here. The podcast came from, I think his name is Terrain Rain Unloaded. Okay, credits to that young man, that he does a lot of news stories like this. And also maybe I wanted to use my investigative skills about what happened here. Okay, according to both articles, there were 3 separate incidents. Okay, now on the surface, it made it look like it was one incident. Okay, but these are 3 isolated incidents, ladies and gentlemen, that occurred here. The first story that we got, or I received, was there was a confrontation, all right, at a restaurant or out in the street or whatever, okay, and there was a young man, I know his last name is Donovan, I forgot the first name, that was shot and killed, and there was second person was shot and killed, and there was 7 other people that got shot, so a total of 9. Okay, now according to these articles that are just coming out, these are 3 separate incidents. Now Virginia Beach is separated by a number of streets. They go east and west, like from I think 1 to 35th Street. The front street on the strip, okay, now I'm talking about the strip that is Atlantic, and then the street behind that is Baltic avenues, respectively. Okay, these incidents, it was Donovan, that's his last name, was killed on 19th and Atlantic, and the other person, it was a young lady, I don't recall the name, all right, that she was killed on 20th and Atlantic. Again, sorry about the light. Excuse me. And I guess it was right nearby where Mr. Donovan was killed. That's when the other 7 people, whatever, were shot. Now, the lady that was shot is either alleged to get hit by the straight bullet that killed Mr. Donovan, or that she was killed by another person. And I think that the way this narrative is leaning towards that she was killed separately. Okay. Now, as far as in finding out who all did this, yes. I said earlier that the police officer was sent on administrative leave, okay, and he's under investigation right now as we speak. All right. However, for the incident that happened with the 7 people that got shot, there's 3 individuals that were arrested. Okay. Nobody knows who killed that girl. okay, or how she died, but there's nobody charged for murder. I pray that I said that right, okay? Furthermore, the police officer that killed, okay, well, they do know that he shot Mr. Donovan and killed him, whatever. He had no body cam. All right, this story is starting to be very, very twisted here. And what I think, okay, this is maybe what I suspect or what I believe was, yes, they made it look like it was one isolated incident, but according to these articles or what Mr. Tyron Rain said, and I'm just thinking either something leaked out, it may have been like a witness, okay? It could have been maybe a store owner. Somebody may have saw the incident and maybe reported it on social media. And I do know, according again to Mr. Rain's podcast, the family was on top of, they've been on top of what happened and all that, talking about the guy, their son or their family member, Mr. Donovan and all that. Okay, and according to the girl, I don't know a lot about the girl, but she was like an innocent bystander. She was just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I don't know if they use her as a decoy or what. Okay, but there's a lot of unanswered questions in this particular case here. All right. I don't know what to say. All right, but it seems like to me that these individuals or whatever that were commissioned to shoot and kill these people and made it look like it was one incident. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it seemed like to me. All right. And again, no body cam footage, so that tells me that that officer knew what he was doing. And again, no suspect in who killed that girl. I don't know what to say or whatever, okay? But again, it seems like something was brought forth to the table, and then they had to change this narrative, this BS narrative, to, I don't know, some half-ass story with holes, with holes and patches in it. But I'm bugged out by this. But I do know, let's say from talking to people like in other cities, that when incidents like this happen or whatever, I do know the story that's put out usually is not, didn't happen that way, in most cases. I believe that with Mr. Donovan, this is a hit right here. And they are bringing Mr. Donovan's name up. Oh, and let me let you know something else. That the news was saying that he was an innocent bystander, but according to, it was from Wavy TV 10 news that I've got this past Saturday when I did the article, they said it's a confrontation between the officer and Mr. Donovan. Okay, and I spoke to my mom about this about 2 days ago, and that's probably over some jealousy, maybe some money or something like that. All right, I don't know if they had some bad under the table deal going, or probably a woman. Usually one of the two. Let me check the time here. But I'm bugged out by this. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but the truth is eventually going to come out. All right. I pray that justice is going to be served, just for the sake and relief for the family and that officer. I hope this thing doesn't turn out to be like what's his name, the Derek Chauvin case or whatever, where nothing happens. These families just get severance or whatever, and it just goes away. It's either that or on top of that, the officer they may say 30 years or 50 years, and he only get 2 or 3 years and get let go. All right. It seems like it's been turning out that way, over the last, 6 or 7 years. If I get any information, I'll be, sure maybe to do a third update. All right, but this story is very, very twisted here. All right, especially with what's going on in Boulder and all that. Okay, and again, I think that there's a narrative behind this or whatever. It's just my belief that the government is, with the Biden administration or whatever. And I don't want to really get too much into that, man, but they are looking for more gun reform, especially from automatic and semi-automatic weapons or whatever, like the AR-15 and all that. That's what they're looking for. All right, I don't want to hold too much of your attention, and I have to go to work. But if you, I'll just keep you posted. All right, on that. Feel free to subscribe, leave your comments and shares or whatever. All right, and I just would suggest to people back home and all that out there in the 757. Y'all be safe out there, and you guys that doing anything or whatever, hey, feel free to let someone know, leave some tips or whatever on what happened, in that crime or whatever, for the sake of the families. All right, peace.